Yo. Cheese, am I right? So many different flavors, you know. Got your cheddar, your parmesan, your blue, your plastic American. Oh, there's so many different kinds of cheese, so many flavors. It's like King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. The definition of whoa, 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 slow down there, pal. King Gizzard, hailing from Australia, is known for a handful of different things, having a shitload of music, releasing on average 2 albums every year, with 2017 and 2022 being notable for the band releasing 5 albums both times, Sweet Baby Rays, using every instrument known to man and constantly switching styles between each album. These styles they have used include
garage rock, garage punk, noise rock, surf rock, acid rock, psychedelic rock, rock, krautrock, folk rock, progressive rock, soft rock, boogie rock, blues rock, roots rock, stoner rock, jazz, fusion, jazz, funk, avant-garde, folk music, progressive folk, psychedelic folk, synth pop, art pop, dream pop, noise pop, psychedelic pop, neo-psychedelia, psychedelic soul, psychedelic metal, thrash metal, heavy metal, new metal, progressive metal, acid techno, acid house, IDM, R&B, trance, hip-hop, electropop, electronica, lo-fi, spoken word poetry, western audiobook soundtracks, and I'm still probably forgetting a few. Hallelujah, holy shit, where's the Tylenol? So let's celebrate these different styles by reviewing all the King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard stuff, all their albums, all their singles, all their EPs. But I will probably have an aneurysm after doing this, just as my horoscope stated earlier today.
And why not start by talking about the original handful of EPs and singles consisting of Hey There / Ants and Bats, Sleep / Summer, and Anglesea. Now you may be thinking, Hey There / Ants and Bats and Sleep / Summer aren't called that. They're untitled, much like Led Zeppelin's Zeppelin 4. I'm going to use these titles I have assigned to them as what the fuck was I going to call them? Single 1 and Single 2? No, that's from Dr. Seuss. I'm not including Willoughby's Beach, as that is a very different style from the other albums, falling more in line with their debut album, 12 Bar Brews, and I will be covering Beach of Willoughby's when I review Bar Brews' 12. I will be using the versions found on Teenage Gizzard from 2020 from the bootleg Gizzard branch of King Gizzard. Teenage Gizzard consists of everything before Beach and 1 extra unreleased track. Now normally to listen to an album, I like having the original physical copies over digital as a good way to get a feel of the album. Hanging out in the car, driving along, or in your room working with the radio and the ambulance around you. Now, anything pre-12 bar is nigh impossible to get your hands on for a good price if it hasn't been re-released in a while. Willoughby's Beach was expensive as all hell until the special edition extra CGI and all came out, and Teenage Gizzard isn't there because Australia is very far away from the middle of bumfuck nowhere where my basement is, and when you're working on a weekly schedule like me, trying to put out a video every Tuesday and Wednesday like me, sometimes stuff just doesn't come on time. So I'm listening to the digital versions. Hey There is the first track off their single, Hey There / Ants and Bats, released in 2010. It's 3 minutes and 50 seconds of good old surf rock mixed with good old garage rock, which all these tracks are for the most part. It also has a lot of elements of noise rock, and unlike most of White Zombie's music before Los Exorcisto, it's actually tolerable. This song is about a guy talking to a girl saying he loves her and he likes her hair while asking what's wrong with his hair. The song then transitions into Ants and Bats, a nonsensical tune mentioning things such as bears that help you sleep and slaloms, whatever those are. It's fine, fast in the fast places, slow in the slow places, it's good, I like the beat. You can tell these guys were probably high when they made this. Nonsensical lyrics, weird psychedelic noises, everything is very distorted, which is not a bad thing, it's just a lot. As a whole, it's a good single. Both songs fit, because, you know, they're the same genre. And next is Sleep from the single Sleep / Summer. Who would have thunk it? The song is about the irresistible taste of bedtime and how you always gotta go to bed before the sun goes down. And then you gotta get up early and do it all over again, and how much it sucks.
I feel that, brother. Right in here.
Summer is a track of basically unintelligible words that form a beat that sounds somewhat similar to their later song, Muddy Water, from the album Gumboot Soup. After reading lyrics, it's about how summer just don't last.
I feel that, brother. Right in here.
I like the more fleshed out lyrics. It's good to see. Next is the start of Anglesea, an EP named after a city in Australia, because the band is from Australia. Eddie Cousin is the first track, and it sounds like they wanted to call it Cousin Eddie, but then it got changed for some reason. Remember when I said I hope they continue with the more fleshed out lyrics? Every lyric is A.O.I. say. Best lyrics ever. Song is just kind of mid though. Fried was made when the band was probably fried because lyrics are, and I quote, mindless O's and A's, which sound like a conversation between mob bosses. And the words, is this cool, is this for you, and is this alright? Which sounds like every amateur porno I've ever seen. The instrumental bits are great, however. I like the solo midway through. Good to me, not to be confused with Black Sabbath's Feels Good to Me. Not that anyone was going to confuse those, but I figured I'd just mention it for the buffoons in the audience. This is a really fun one. I like it. It's a good song. But yeah, it's a song about a girl and a guy basically saying, "You's a bitch. I don't like you. You're not nice to me. Goodbye." But yeah, good song. I like it. Well said. Tomb/Beach is probably the most thought-out track on the EP. It's a very slow song split up into two halves, Tomb and Beach. Tomb is about how you just can't find a comfy spot to sleep, while Beach is about going to the beach, like SpongeBob.
I feel that, brother. Right in here.
Like, as slow as this song is, I really do love it. It's very nice, very layered, and feels less like a jam session and more like a thought-out piece of music. It's really cool to see because King Gizzard does go for a lot of more jam-heavy albums, but it's always fun when they have something that's really thought out and really fun, like this song. Again, it's a lot slower than the other tracks, but it's worth it just for the very, very good quality of it. Trenchfoot is real nice, very fast and good, though very short. It's under 2 minutes. It's only about 1 minute and 55 seconds. It probably references the condition known as trenchfoot, which I'd show pictures of, but I'd have to censor it, and I don't believe in censorship. Unless it's a person that I don't like, then censor them. Life is Cool is about how life is cool, then you die, cars are fun, then you crash, slit your wrists, slash your neck. And something about needles and eyes in the mix somewhere. I don't know. My favorite off the album, really fast, very bouncy, very nice.
A bonus song.
Here is King Gizz's cover of Open My Eyes by Naz, which reminds me of that thing from Lord of the Rings. You know, the Nazgul. That thing that stabbed Frodo with the big old knife. But yeah, it's a great cover. This thing isn't on Bootleg Gizzard or on Spotify, however, which sucks. I assume because it's a cover and not an original track. I wish it was, though, because it's really good. I like the harmonica solo by Kenny Ambrose Smith. We will see a lot of his father later in these videos. But it's not on Spotify, and just like the Robot Devil, I'm angry!
Motherfucker! Come on, man! Why? Why isn't this on the damn frickin' Spotify shit? How come we get Yoko Ono on repeat? We get Fargo, the worst movie according to me, which by all means is the best way to judge movies. That's right, I'm getting cocky with this one. Okay, how come that garbage, that utter trash, that horrific, homogenized piece of garbage made by two yokels from Minnesota, how can that be so easy to get on every frickin' streaming service? But this thing, this glorious song, this piece of beauty, this creation that can only be divine, the greatest thing they made prior to Willoughby's Beach being possible to get my hands on physically.
Hey kids, remember when I said I was going to have an aneurysm?
This just in. Local basement dweller, the guy, has had a fucking aneurysm, just as his horoscope predicted. In other news, horoscope stock skyrockets after he was right for the first time ever.
Over this, no time playing games with little wicked boys. Squash him, look a quick, he'd smile, and Ira says he's ready, but I just can't run him out. Pick your feet up yourself from me. Using words like messy baby, play me funky. Your way of high boy, don't you know it? You think the dance floor was a name? Dance floor was his name. If I took a pill and looked at you, I wouldn't stand a chance, I'll stick to drinking. Glad you didn't call, you're not that bright, but boy